Hello, collective. Thank you for being here. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Let's see what messages do we need to look out for. Yeah, you have somebody or people feeling rejected by you. I feel you may be ignoring them. You may not even entertaining them. You are so not looking their way. I feel these are people who are always partying. These are people who are always gossiping. These are people who just want to be relevant. Yeah, these people, they like to fake smile. They love to be two-faced. These are people who just hate you inside, from the inside. They can continuously be on some high trying to perform for you, but then hey, they can feel it. They feel so rejected by you. These people, they may want to stir the pot with you right now. These are people whom are used to starting drama. They just will thrive out of drama. Yeah, these people, they feel so misaligned. These people, they feel so all over the place. These are people who don't know themselves. These are people who feel like they are spiritually bankrupt. These are people who are more like used to cock block you. These are people who used to want to stand in your way. Whatever you were doing, they wanted to be a blockage in your way for some reason. These people right now, they are way too broke. They don't know how to fix the whole thing. They don't know. They bend the bridges with you right now. They feel so misaligned. They don't know what to do with themselves, with their lives. These are people who are just watching you thriving and flourishing. You know what? These people, they feel like you don't care. They see you as a villain right now. You are now a villain. Yeah, these are people who self-sabotaged. They view you as a villain in their story right now. They are so victimizing themselves. It's not even funny. It's more like you are this bad guy right now. Them, they are these victims. You know what? These are people who self-sabotage themselves from the word go. Now they can see what they didn't get anywhere with whatever they tried to do to you. In fact, it's more like they did it to themselves. They feel so broke as they feel so misaligned, not just financially. I feel on all elements, they feel so like misaligned. They feel like, yeah, they see you going to the unknown. They are watching you being a fool, co-creating with souls, and they feel like, how do you do it? They feel like you are somebody who's more like forcing gravity. You are somebody who's making big decisions. They may have tried to do it like you, but then no, it doesn't. They don't get it. They seems to need an assistance some way, somehow. Yeah, these are people who are watching you till you took your power. You have these people feeling like, damn, collective doesn't even want to entertain us. Like, literally, collective doesn't look our way. You know what, collective, you took your power. These are people who have this desire of coming forward. They have this desire of creating something with you. Yeah, they are feeling very much left out in the cold. I feel it's because of their lack mindset. I feel you don't entertain any low vibrationals. You may be very much in your wish fulfillment right now. Pardon me. You may be very much in your wish fulfillment right now. Yeah. They feel so defeated. They wanted you cancelled. It's more like right now you have people or somebody who's more like eating their words. They gave you little to nothing. I feel they may have been mocking you, shaming you, doubting you, wanting to plant seeds of uncertainty in you. Yeah, these are people who are like feeling like they really want to unite with you. They really want to work together with you. They want to partner with you. They want to partner with you. Yeah, collective, you come off as a wish fulfillment. You come off as very much stable. You come off as very much secured in yourself, in who you are, in even whatever you are doing. Whoever I'm talking to, you come off as very much stable, like literally. You may be having fun in who you are. You may be somebody who loves music. You may be somebody who's more like in a community of people, but then you may be working together with a certain community. You may have your tribe, in other words. Yeah, pretty much. But then overall, you come off as somebody who's very much stable, way too emotional, and in spiritually intelligent. I feel you're somebody who's a good motivator. You are somebody who knows how to give good counseling. I feel you're somebody who's way too balanced in their emotions and their spirituality. You may become coming off as somebody who knows how to persuade others. Yeah, pretty much you are in the driver's seat. It seems like it. You know how to make something out of nothing. You are the empress. Yeah, you know. I feel you have a lot. These people seeing that they cannot trick you into doing what you don't want. Yeah, you have a slow offer coming in. You know. Yeah, something is slowly coming your way. Something is slowly coming your way. Yeah, you've walked away from whatever this is. There's a lot of talks about you amongst others. Yeah, I feel you're not entertaining any delusions. I feel you may be somebody who's coming off as though you have a lot of options, but then overall, I feel these people are no longer delusional about you. They see you as somebody who's more like in their turning point right now. There's a lot of spies and talking about you. I feel with the Page of Swords, it's more like people wanting to know more about you, people wanting to know your business. Ooh, oh my God, it's a lot. It's a lot. You may be recognized as well. You may be publicly recognized as well. Yeah, you come off as somebody who's closed the cycle from something. You may have moved on from something. There's a lot of expansion going on right now. There's a lot of expansion going on right now. Yeah, exactly. With the Three of Wands being here, there's a lot of expansion going on right now. Continue maintaining your boundaries, continue having those, maintaining your morals, your standards, continue listening to your intuition. Yeah, continue co creating. And I feel like you are somebody who's very much mysterious. Yeah, people may even be feeling like you are seeing through them. Yeah, I feel these are people who feel like you can see right through them. Yeah, you can see whatever it is. Yeah, these are people who are bullying you. They're feeling very much rejected, feeling very much uncomfortable in your presence. Yeah, you come off as very much bold, very much bold, authentic with yourself. You come off as somebody who's more like a natural leader. Yeah, these are people who see you have boundaries. You are very much selective with who you are friendly to, with who you allow in. Yeah, justice is being prevailed. The scales are being balanced right now. Yeah, let's see some more. Yeah, continue holding your inner strength, being courageous. Yeah, yes, you come up as somebody who's very much trustworthy anyway. I feel there may even be people who are now in your defense right now. You are way too protected, collective. As much as there may have been a lot of ops your way, but then right now it seems like, yeah, your name is being vindicated. Yeah, you've enjoyed a lot anyway. You've enjoyed a lot. Continue being somebody whom you are. You come off as very much dependable anyway. With 1818 here, it's more like optimism. Yeah, a successful manifestation of your abundance is near. Higher levels of optimism are needed as new abundance begins on the horizon. Brighter days always come after the darkest of the night. Yeah, clearly something big is coming, something is gonna happen. I don't know what is it. Anyway, keep being optimistic. Keep being optimistic. 111. You are in this road of destiny right now. You are in this road of destiny right now. Pretty much.